Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
Welcome back. After a weekend off, the wagon boxes and thoroughbreds are taking over the Dewberry Sports Ground this weekend for the second event on the CPCA season. For one driver, he has been waiting a very long time for this race and finally get his season underway. Ross Fisher of Meadow Lake took a year off from racing, and after deciding to come back, he had an unfortunate accident and wasn't able to race in North Battleford, but he has had this date circled on his calendar for some time. And here he is, the man himself, Ross Fisher. Heat 8, and he will be coming out of the one barrel. And as the horn sounds, he is trailing as he leaves the infield. However, he will start to make up some ground, as we can see here, as he's rounding that second corner. Now the race just continues on, and as he is coming around the final corner and heading for home down the home stretch, it is Ross and Todd Baptiste, and they are nose and nose. This one comes right down to the wire, but Fisher takes it just by the hair of a horse. Close race there. However, he would be given a 1-second penalty. Move to the final heat of the night, and show champion from North Battleford, Chris Molly, is out of the one barrel, and he gets shot out of a cannon. Gets a huge lead as he leaves the infield here over Ray Mitsuing and Jamie Laboucaine. Molly, however, he won day money all 3 days in Battleford and is looking to do it again here in the first night of Dewberry. He is still way ahead as he approaches that final turn and is heading for home. Molly, he led this race from wire to wire, and he also set a brand new track record with a time of 1:05.90 and wins day money on the first night in Dewberry. This guy is just on fire. We will now go and see the others who round out the top 5 for day one. And as we just saw there, Molly is just torrent this start of the season. He is on fire. He beat the track record with an unbelievable run. Vern Nolan, the 3-time defending Dewberry Show champion, finished in second place. And of course, the Chief Ray Mitsuing, the wily old vet, is always in the top 5. He came in third. BJ Carey also had a great run out of the one barrel in Heat 9 and ended up finishing in the top 5 in a 4th place finish. And the St. Walburg native Jamie Laboucaine rounded out the top 5 with a solid time of 1:08.09. We will now go and get reaction from the man who has been in first since the first night in Battleford, Chris Molly.
Oh, it went perfect. The horse running good. I wasn't sure what to expect after the 2 weeks off, but I kept conditioning, doing what I was doing all through spring, and they came out and did amazing, those horses again tonight. And the outriders are just riding phenomenal, Eric and Reg.
No, well, Molly really turned. Like he's really popping and running, and he's got 2 unbelievable outfits, and he's going to be tough to beat. I had a nice turn. Out-turn the 2 guys in my heat and outrun them. So you got to do it to win the race, and got lucky to do it tonight.
Really good. Yeah, it felt good to be back there, and the horses worked great. They had a really good run, so definitely happy.
Yeah, you got it. And day 2 gets underway in about 10 minutes here, so should be an exciting night in Dewberry. The Lloydminster Bantam football teams wrapped up their spring training with an exhibition game this afternoon. The Mustangs lost in the league finals last season and the Chargers struggled, but this year it seems the 2 teams have switched places. The Chargers defeated the Mustangs in this exhibition game 32-12. The Chargers have a great group of kids, and this season they are looking to compete.
Just the maturity in the guys. I mean, last year we were really young. This year we matured a little bit. We got a few more key guys up through the draft and whatnot, so we're looking pretty solid. Our line's looking really good this year. Just all around a lot better, I think.
And however, the Mustangs this year, they will be rebuilding, and they also are introducing a new head coach.
We had 19 kids graduate from the team last year, so we got about 20 new ones this year. So we're young, but we show a lot of promise.
And although both teams are on opposite sides of the spectrum, they both have high expectations for this season.
We're definitely, like right now, I look at it, we're definitely going for a championship run here. I mean, with the guys we have, we're looking good for the future.
It's good because, well, I had a lot of them from the previous year, so some of them do know what we want to do. But it's all a faster game now because they've all moved up a level. Then we have a whole pile of new ones. So, yeah, but they're excited.
The Lloydminster Reapers men rugby team has been on a tear as of late. This afternoon, they were taking on the defending champions Edmonton Pirates and also ending their 3-game homestand, which seen the team win the first 2 games. And the Reapers come up just short in this one, losing a heartbreaker. It was a hard-fought game, but the Reapers were a little short-handed on the bench due to some injuries. The teams were tied after 20 minutes, and then the Reapers ended up being down at halftime. The men were not able to pull out the win as the Pirates had a full bench and were able to switch players throughout the game, which hurt the Reapers. They now head to Edmonton next Saturday to face the Druids. We will now go and get post-game reaction from team president Josh Dixon.
The homestand treated us well. We just need the numbers to keep going in our road games. If we have the numbers, we definitely have the talent and the players, so we can pull a few wins on the road and start looking at what we're going to do next.
I thought the lads put in a great performance. There was a few mistakes made. Tackling wasn't up to scratch. I think I know what we're going to be doing Tuesday night at training, but anyway, that's besides the point. The Pirates gave us a great game. A few great players on the team. They brought rugby. Their rucking was brilliant. They killed us in the scrums. I don't know. It's just, a loss is a loss. We move on to next week against the Druids, and hopefully we can bring a win to Edmonton.
You know what, we were put to the test. We played pretty decent all season, and I think we might have come here a little bit cocky, and underrated these boys, and just we were very lucky to scrape through. Very lucky.
And the Lady Reapers Penguins were also in action this afternoon up in Cold Lake, taking on the Strathcona Druids. The ladies are coming off a 20-0 loss to St. Albert last weekend. And the only win that the ladies have this season came in Cold Lake, so they're hoping they can pick up their second victory. We will have the updated score and recap at the late night. And the red-hot Vermilion Roar are currently on an 8-game winning streak. Last night, they were in Edmonton for a game against the lowly Edmonton Blues. However, when the boys showed up, the Blues just didn't. The team was not able to field a full team, so the Roar won in a forfeit. The Roar now face the Westlock Rock tomorrow, who are first in their division. The Roar defeated the Rock last week at home, but know that this game is going to be a different one as the Rock are in their home barn. Head coach Randy Murray says if the boys can play strong D and stay out of the penalty box, they can defeat the Rock once again. He also expects a much closer game and the Rock to be more aggressive in this game. The game is tomorrow at 12 o'clock. And the Lloydminster Extreme were taking on the Fort Saskatchewan Rebels today. Fort Saskatchewan is ranked first in the division, and they are undefeated this year at 11-0. The two teams met last month in Lloyd, and the Rebels won in a nail-biter 8-7 in overtime. I will have the score and recap for you at 11 o'clock.